Oh my gosh, I am so done with today! I just want to work on art for part 5 of What If Adrian Had a Twin Sister, but I can't because I'm still reviewing this trailer. I reviewed it earlier, and apparently OBS didn't have the right mic set up, so there was no audio! And I didn't notice because I didn't have anything to edit out. I just had to add the background music and that was it. And then somebody let me know, hey, was there supposed to be audio? I'm like, yes! Oh my gosh. So, you guys are not going to get my initial reactions this time, and I'm really sad about that. I'm really sorry. So everything in this I have seen already. So I'm just gonna go through this trailer and break it down. There's not really a whole lot, to go through at the start here. We've seen all these clips before. We've got the Kwami's Choice stuff. That's Adrian starting to come to terms with the fact that he likes Marinette. Here we finally get a new clip though. Adrian, this is so cute. Okay, so Adrian draws Marinette's face in the fog on his mirror, and that is super cute. Like, he's finally come to terms with the fact that he likes Marinette, and that's super cute. And then we get this clip again that we've seen before. Oh my gosh, this really doesn't feel right not being able to react and being able to say all this stuff that I've said before. Was one thing though. This is October 10th, and that has me a bit concerned because most of this stuff is, like, quite obviously from Kwami's Choice. So it's like, we're getting Kwami's Choice before we get episode 3. And Kwami's Choice is episodes 9 and 10, I believe. So I'm not very happy about that. I really wish I really wish Gloob wouldn't air things out of order like this. Like, it's gonna make things so weird with the continuity, because there's stuff later on in the trailer that's going to be really weird, going back to stuff before it, because we get an official status quo change here, and then we have to go back to the previous status quo. It's like, it's so weird, because we're not going to get any context from anything that's going to be leading up to this. Here we get Plag and Tiki talking about how Adrian is fallen for Marinette, and Tiki's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing! And Plag is like, no, it's not, it's awful, it's catastrophic! Cat puns. And then we get this fantasy here. Let me, oops, this is something I definitely wanted to talk about. So, now in the thumbnail for there we go. So, there's the thumbnail for the video. And, this was something I wanted to address. Now, yes, I do apologize. I did use a bit of clickbait with the thumbnail. It's like, oh, is this Chat Blanc? Mainly because I already know that people are going to ask if this is Chat Blanc. Although apparently there was another clip that was released showing that this is actually a wedding. That was my theory. That, oh, this is just Plag's fantasy of them falling in love and getting married, and they're white because the costumes are white because they're getting married. I was actually analyzing it. It's like, oh, wait, that's clearly not Chat Blanc because his hair and skin tone are the same as always. And then the audio didn't record, so now it's not an actual reaction. It doesn't come off as a theory, and I'm so mad! But yeah, this is this is obviously Plag's fantasy of them falling in love and getting married. And I really like the spoiler clip that was leaked, because it shows not just the regular heroes, but it also shows Lady Dragon, Aeon, Eagle. We see Majestia. So we get to see all the New York and Shanghai heroes as well, which is really cool. Because, like, we already got confirmation about New York being canon when we got to see Ms. Bustier pregnant in episode 2 of season 5. So it's like, hey, they finally confirmed New York is canon. But this will be our first confirmation that the Shanghai special is canon, so that'll be nice at the very least. But yeah, I spent so much time analyzing this, like, oh, that's clearly not Blanc because his hair is blonde and not white. Also, I find this interesting. His ring is gold. Oh my gosh, go away. His ring is gold, which it's supposed to be like, oh, it's a wedding band, and I thought that was a nice touch. Even though you wear your wedding band on the left finger, or on the left hand, not the right, but I still think that was quite a nice touch. But yeah. So we move on, and we get this guy. So I do analyze him a bit more later, but originally I was thinking that this was the Bee Miraculous that he was using, but I think it might actually be the Tiger Miraculous. And we also see this shield around his face, which is clearly Shelter. So that means he's using two powers. So that means that Natalie is not the only one who will be using the powers of two different Miraculous, which was something that I noticed in the previous trailer. So I think his thing with the Rocket Punch, I'm just calling it Rocket Punch because it reminds me of Android 16 and his move Rocket Punch. But yeah, I think his Rocket Punch here is actually supposed to be Clout, because this purple swirling effect really does seem like Clout. It seems like the same animation. I mean, it still could be Venom as well. It could be like a combination of Venom and Clout. That might also be interesting. But we also get confirmation of one other Miraculous that he'll be using later on in the trailer as well. And then we get this shot. This is as high the quality as it goes. I couldn't find another version of this trailer anywhere, but the fact that this only goes up to 758, this only goes up to 720p, makes it not look that great. Yeah, the lace is interesting, but you know, it'll be interesting to see that in full quality. And then we get this thing with the Curator here. I'm not sure at this point if this stuff with the Curator is supposed to be Kwami's choice or not. Because everything else in this trailer does seem to be specifically Kwami's choice. We don't see Natalie in this. We just see the Curator, that other villain, and then I think there was one other villain that appears later. Is there? Oh, no, okay, no, so I guess this is it. So yeah, my theory is, oh yeah, that's right, I was thinking of Dark Owl. So yeah, Dark Owl, we've seen fighting, Lady Noir and Mr. Bug. And we've seen, this guy who's using the Turtle, and the Tiger Miraculous, along with another we'll get into later on in the trailer. We see him fighting the new heroes, Scarabella, and I'm just gonna keep calling her Kitty Noir till we hear a different name, because the fact that I wasn't able to use that name on Twitter, or on Reddit, just makes me think that's probably going to be her name. But yeah, like, that one's obviously Kwami's choice, and so is the other one, but I don't know about her. Because we do see some other scenes in this trailer that are from this episode, but I don't know how exactly we're going to do that, because that would be 3 villains within the two-parter, which would be odd. Now, it is possible that Kwami's choice could be, that this could be part of Kwami's choice. Maybe this is supposed to be the episode that happens right after Kwami's choice or something, because it really does feel like Kwami's choice is going to lead into this episode. We'll finish going through the trailer first. We see Audrey and Chloe, we see Andre and Chloe here, and I think this is related to the Curator getting akumatized as well. My theory is that for this episode, my theory is that Chloe is going to beg her father to cut the funding for the superhero exhibit at the museum because she's mad that she's no longer a hero anymore. So she doesn't want the heroes to be honored anymore at the museum. And then that causes the curator to get akumatized. I honestly can't see how that itself will fall in with Kwami's choice, but then we get Dark Owl, and we know that we've seen him against Mr. Bug and Lady Noir. This guy, though, however, we see him using the Mouse Miraculous when going up to fight Scarabella and Kitty Noir, and then we finally get to see her face, which does have me thinking that this really may be Zoe. But I am not crazy about the green lipstick. I'm a little more okay with her hair, just knowing that it's green tips and not just fully green. And at least it's not baby puke green like Catwalker's hair was. I'm still not over that. But, yeah, so I really do think this is Zoe. And then we get to see she's got this, this blanket or towel or something. It's clearly a Lucky Charms. It's got the ladybug pattern on it. Her costume is definitely interesting. Looking forward to seeing her and confirming who she is. And then we get this scene. This is clearly at the museum. So this is from the episode with the curator getting akumatized. And we see Marinette talking with Luca, and she's basically saying that she doesn't know how she feels about Adrian anymore. And Luca confirms that they are now dating, which means that they actually do get together during this scene after when they're in her room and everything, which is when Scarabella and Kitty Noir are fighting the villain. And we see Marinette being all being all unsure, and then we get that cringy flashback from Puppeteer. But yeah, she's all unsure and everything. And I really wish they wouldn't remind us of Puppeteer. Do we have to have that Puppeteer reminder? Really? And then we get Adrian and Marinette talking, and then we get him hugging her, trying to comfort her. She looks kind of surprised, but then we get Adrian and Kagami watching them, and Adrian's face, he's probably thinking that Marinette must still have feelings for Luca and everything, and be like, it's not like that, Adrian. But he's with Kagami, and he looks so hurt. And then we get this scene in Marinette's room, which, yeah, this is kind of awkward because I can only find this one version of the trailer, you guys. I can't not have her info on the screen. And I really didn't want to watch her version of it, because she's been caught stealing thumbnails from other YouTubers in the past, and it's really awful. But it's the only version I could find. But, yeah, we see her and Luca, and she looks upset. This shot we've seen before of Adrian being in love with Marinette. And then we get this scene where he's like, but you said I love you. Do you love me? And then she says, no, I don't love you. And it's like, Marinette, don't do this. Do not break his heart again. She doesn't know that she's broken his heart multiple times as Cat Noir, but do not break his heart again. My poor boy. Every girl he falls in love with, it doesn't work. Oh, but yeah, that's about it. Oh my gosh, I hate how I'm considering not even posting this because of how sloppy this feels. I almost don't want to post this right now because I don't like how random this was. This feels really sloppy and everything. I don't like it. I don't. Oh my goodness, I can't get a good. There we go. It's I just want a good screen cap with that. Oh my goodness. I am so frustrated that I can't, that got messed up. I'm so sorry, you guys. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and end this here because I can't. I just can't. You know, I've got art to do. I've got so much other stuff going on right now. Like, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video as crazy as it was, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos from me. We do all sorts of fun stuff on this channel, including playing video games, we do art, and also sometimes talk about cartoons and anime. So if you enjoy that stuff, then be sure to ring that bell icon and never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a very magical day. And I really am sorry.